What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Wrestling with Kayfabe. Today we are playing Journey of Wrestling. It is a booking game that we can do, and I found a custom one that is really updated, where we will be taking over AEW and trying to get them to beat WWE in the ratings. Now, WWE is not our only competitor, as when I got to select, I also picked CMLL, Stardom, TNA, and then WWE. Those are the four we have with us. So it should be exciting. It's very updated. I looked at it a little bit, kind of did a few little small changes. Like I made MJF a heel. That's because he's going to be feuding with Swerve Strickland right away for the World Championship. Adam Copeland is out with an injury, and the TNT Championship is vacant. Mercedes Moné is our champion. So it's very updated. We got Jericho as the FTW champion. And I'm excited to see where this goes. And then if you guys like it, make sure to leave a like and comment below so that I know that you guys want to see more of this. And maybe we'll do this again, but as WWE or as TNA or even Stardom. We can take over any company. And it seems like it's a very in-depth game from what I looked at. I did the tutorial real quick just to kind of learn my way around. And it wasn't too hard to gather everything. But we do have some messages. So I clicked it already, had them already open. And Tony Kahn actually sent us for our goals of this year. So he wants us to win one event of the year award. Shouldn't be hard. I mean, we do have Osprey, Okada. We have this great talent, Danielson. We should have an event of the year. And then we have Caprice Coleman win a major battle royale. That shouldn't be hard because we can pick who wins. The only hard part would be getting Caprice over before the win. But it's definitely possible. We could definitely do that. And then hold two 4.5 star or higher events. And that doesn't seem too hard either. Overall, pretty easy. We're going to make sure we keep this open and in the front of our minds. Next, we have part-timers. So this just shows us our part-timers that we have signed. That's probably the best way to look at it. Paul White, we get him for 6 appearances, so we'll definitely use Big Show in some sense. Luther, 3 appearances. Rebel, 6. Sonja Dutt, sorry about that, 4 appearances. Pat Buck, 3. Now, Caprice Coleman only has 5 appearances, so we might fail that goal of the year. We'll still try, but I'm not sure how we do that. Maybe wins the Battle Royale and then doesn't get booked until they lose the next match. Jerry Lynn, 6. Rob Van Dam, 3. Scott Taylor, 4. Jimmy Jacobs, 5. Gangrel gets 1. PJ Black gets 5. And then we don't have a staff because that's the paid mode. I am okay with buying this if you guys like it. And if I like it, I'll have no problem buying it. We open up a lot more stuff. We can look at a top 50 chart. More than likely, I'm going to end up buying it no matter what. But if you guys are in the likes and comments really saying that you like this, it'll be bought by the end of the week. Next up, we have the following superstars are thinking about retiring. Oh, goodness. Okay. So Paul White, Luther, Christian Cage, Chris Jericho, Billy Gunn, Dustin Rhodes, Emi Sakura, I don't know how to say that. I will learn before the next video. Jeff Hardy, Jeff Jarrett, Caprice Coleman, Jerry Lynn, RVD, Adam Copeland, Scott Taylor, Christopher Daniels, and Gangrel. This isn't too big of a deal. Are we really losing much? Christian Cage, definitely. We already won Chris Jericho too, but Christian Cage is definitely a big loss if we lose him. Billy Gunn's doing good. I wish we could, I don't know if we can or not, but if we can take him, maybe make him an off-screen character where he's no longer in the ring, maybe we can keep him. Dustin Rhodes will suck, but even in real life, I don't really see him re-signing with AEW. I'm sure he'd rather be with his brother. Jeff Hardy, yeah. Jeff Jarrett, cool. A lot of these. Adam Copeland, I don't see him retiring for like a few more years, but I do see why he would retire. And Gangrel's already retired. Okay, so we have people thinking about becoming part-timers. Omega, that would hurt us. Penta would hurt us. Brian already is. Okay, so maybe we can get Christian Cage and Jericho and Gunn to become part-timers. Keith Lee sucks. Matthew Jackson. Oh, wait, so does everybody just want... Yeah, we cannot let all these people. I don't know how we stop them, but we cannot let them. Like, we can't let Eddie Kingston. It just wouldn't work for us. Same with Samoa Joe. I thought it said Mercedes Monet. I was like, absolutely not. We just got her. Staff members, which we can't hire yet, so there's no point in even looking at that because that's part of the paid features, and the community company facilities as well, a part of the paid. Like I said, I will probably buy it. It goes live on Steam in 2 days, and that's probably where I'll just buy it instead of having it in browser. So yeah, look forward to that in a few days in our next video. But that's that. So now, oops. Let's go to manage. I wanted to go ahead and just look at the roster real quick and show you guys. Like I said, very up to date. We got Swerve is the World, Briscoe is Ring of Honor World, Tony Storm, Young Bucks, Vacant TNT. It's very, I mean, even international, Will Ospreay. So it's really up to date. Okada's the Continental, Mercedes Monet's TBS, Jericho FTW. Our roster size is way over, but like I said, I downloaded this. And then if we even look at the injured, Kenny Omega, 1 to 3 months. That's a big injury. Copeland, 6 to 10. That's a big injury. I know it says minor, but we're losing people. Britt Baker, that's going to be one I'm excited to have back. Miro, I love Miro in real life, so I'm really excited to have him back. And then Ruby Soho in about a year's time. Those are the ones I'm really excited about. There's other ones, of course, like Adam Copeland, I'll definitely use. Jamie Hayter, she's great. Can't wait to have her. Kingston, same. Keith Lee, same. You know, these people I'm excited for, but I can definitely do stuff until they come back. But like I said, this is a game where we get to book, so let's go ahead and book our first matchup. So as you can see, our upcoming event is Blood and Guts. Now we have to have at least 4 matches or segments, and we can have up to 10. We're probably going to do about an 8. And we will definitely be starting out with the vacated AEW TNT Championship. Okay, so you have to click it, and that's how you get it. Okay. Like I said, I'm learning, guys. I'm thinking this should be a mid-card belt for right now. And with that being said, just kind of looking at it, I think having Darby Allin in the match would be cool. And we could always have Darby face off against Jack Perry. And I think that's a great match, especially if we go ahead and add a gimmick here. And we'll go ahead and make it a... Ooh. I want to make it a cool match. It's our first matchup. It's for the AEW TNT. Let's make it a ladder. And we'll go ahead and add that. So now we have a ladder match between Darby and Jack Perry as our opening event of the night for the vacated AEW TNT Championship. Oh, you can change the tires. I did not realize that. Oh, I guess here's Hook. Can we change to B? Okay, so he doesn't have other tires. Good to know. All right, so next match. And we're not going to have a championship on the line in this match. It's just going to be a regular matchup. And just kind of looking again at everybody we have and just kind of thinking about it. I think we should definitely put... Sorry, just looking through these names. There's a lot of names here. Oh, we even have lower mid-carders. Do we have jobbers? Are they called jobbers? Jabronis, okay. And then are not available. Okay. So we do have a jabroni here in Kevin Matthews. I love how a lower mid-carder, Caprice Coleman, the person we need to win a battle royale. So we're definitely not going to be doing anything with him. Wow, Mariah May's a lower mid-carder? I love Mariah May. We're going to put her on the card. We're going to try to elevate her status by having her face an upper mid-carder. And then she is a neutral alignment, so she can face either a face or a heel. Honestly, I thought they did something weird there, and I kind of want to make her face Soraya. But also, I know that wouldn't make much sense. You know what? Willow Nightingale's a good match. That match definitely works. Mariah May versus Willow Nightingale. Especially if we put Mariah over. I love Willow, and we'll be doing more with Willow. Actually, can I change that? there a way to delete? Okay. I don't want Willow losing a match this quick. So let's get Mariah May again. And we're just gonna have Mariah May beat someone else. Where did she go? There she is. We'll have her face off against. Ooh, this is hard. I like Sky Blue too, though. That's the problem. And it's a pay per view, you gotta think too. Um, Nyla Rose. Mariah May can go over Nyla Rose. That'll work great. Okay, next up, we're going to have a championship matchup as Chris Jericho is going to put the FTW championship on the line. And it'll be against Freshly Squeezed Orange Cassidy. Now, for this one, we're going to add a feud as well. It'll be sorry, I'm learning about this real quick. I don't think we can select any of these. Nope, okay. So it looks like we can do a grudge match. Yeah, let's do a grudge match. And we also want to select a title. The FTW confirm. So we have the FTW grudge match between. Do I have to click it here? Okay, book. There we go. Oh, booked it twice. Delete the second. Okay. I got it, guys. Took me a second, but we got it. So we're up to 3. And I kind of want to book a segment now. And we could definitely do a. Let's see. I didn't really look at these either. I think what we'll do is we'll just have a backstage interview. So we want to book the back. Oh, I have to select here. I thought it'd be after this. I have to select. Is it at the bottom that I select? No. Okay. So where do I select the person that's going to be doing the backstage interview? Oops. Okay. Okay, here we go. And we're going to be doing it with Toni Storm. She's not going to be fighting tonight, but she'll do a backstage interview. And we're actually going to put it right before the Mariah May match. And after the FTW match. Next up, so where are we at? We're at 4. That's our minimum. Like I said, I want to do about 7 to 8. So we are going to have Mercedes Moné wrestling tonight. And there we go. So she has a face. We'll have her. Okay, here's the upper mid carders. We want a main eventer. I'm not seeing any. Is she the only main event female? Am I missing someone? I'm going over every name to double check. Yeah, she is. Okay, so we'll get someone else up. Saraya. That's a good match right there. I like that match. So yeah, we want Mercedes Moné versus Saraya. Oh, we're in book segment still. My bad. Singles. There we go. And now we can do it. Mercedes Moné versus Saraya. Oh, is it different main eventers now? No, it's still the same. Okay. I do think that's a good match. That's where they're going in real life anyway, so that works. Book it. Okay, so the title's already on the line. Perfect. I'm kind of tempted to put a gimmick, but I'm not going to. And I think that should definitely be higher than the Mariah May Nyla Rose match. We're probably going to do another matchup right between those two. And then probably do our main event. And I don't see why we don't have a tag team match yet. So we're going to have the Young Bucks take on the Von Erichs now. What about Young Bucks versus... Let's see. Do we just run back Young Bucks FTR? It's a good match. I don't see why it wouldn't hurt, but also Top Flight might be a fun one. You know what? Let's do some lucha action because we'll definitely just add a gimmick real quick and make this a street fight. Yeah, let's make it a street fight. That'll be fun. That's a great match right here, and it'll go right between the Darby and Mercedes Moné, which puts us at 6 things. We'll do another segment real quick. And this one's going to be a I'm kind of looking at what we got going on and trying to figure where I'm going to go with this. Some of these are wild. All right, I got it. We're going to do an after match attack. And what we'll do is we'll have it be with Monet getting attacked. Oh, actually, no, that wouldn't make much sense. She's a face. Or she's a heel, right? Oh, no, she is a face, so it would make sense. Perfect. So Monet, I don't know why I thought she was a heel. And she can get attacked by... trying to think of someone who'd be really good to feud with her in the next pay-per-view too, guys. You know, kind of keeping it going. But I definitely think that she should get attacked after she wins the belt. And let's throw Athena. I know Athena's the Ring of Honor champion, but it'll be fun to, like, just have that little mix-up. All right, so they've wrestled, and Athena comes out and attacks Mercedes Moné after the match. Perfect. Now, singles match for the championship. Swerve Strickland is taking on MJF. That's the match. Book it. That's our AEW main event of the night. And I'm kind of tempted. We don't have Will Ospreay on this show, and I think he should be. So maybe I could do an Ospreay versus Mox. That'd be a fun little match. Yeah, let's do it. No, actually, let's do Ospreay, but put him against an upper mid-carder. I want to use Ospreay to really pull people up. I mean, look at his work rate and his charisma. He's over. He's got good morale. He's popular. So I really want to use him to get other people over. So who is a heel that maybe could use the push up to main eventer is the question here. And when you look at it that way, and also what would be a good match, I'm tempted to say we do Ospreay versus... You know what? Buddy Matthews could really use a push, but Brody King is what I think Brody King would actually be a great matchup right there. Ospreay versus Brody King. And I could actually kick off the show. So then how it looks like, guys, is this is our kickoff for the AEW International Ospreay versus King. Then we have our FTW grudge match between Orange Cassidy and Chris Jericho. We interview Toni Storm, and then Mariah May and Nyla Rose happens. So Tony's talking about how Mariah is going to absolutely destroy Nyla Rose. Ooh. I want to definitely move this between those two. That way we kind of spread out. Because I love having multiple different women's matches on the card, but back-to-back feels a bit like we're just trying to cram them in one area and then get over with it. And I don't want that to be the case with this. In fact, we'll actually even move Mercedes Moné match up to right before the main event due to the fact that she'll probably be in the next main event. So then, yep, International FTW, Toni Storm say Mariah May is going to destroy her. Then Mariah May comes out and does her match. Then we get Young Bucks versus Lucha Brothers. Then we get Darby versus Jack Perry in the ladder match for the AEW TNT Championship. Then the TBS Championship's on the line between Mercedes Moné and Saraya. Mercedes is going to win. Then Athena comes out and attacks. And then our main event was Swerve versus MJF. And they are already in a feud. But we could also just throw in a better wrestler. That doesn't screw anything up, does it? Nope, looks good still. Perfect. There's our first match. So I think after that, what we have to do is there's a way to click book here that I do not remember. Oh, play right here. Yes, we want to play the event. Yeah, we'll skip that for now. All right, so here we go. AEW presents Blood and Guts live tonight in front of a mostly packed audience. Feels a little weird that you're going to say it like that, but we'll take it. So fan interest is on par for the event, which is headlined by Swerve versus MJF for the AEW World Championship. One of the most anticipated matches of the night is Young Bucks versus Lucha Brothers for the tag team belts in a street fight. Fair enough. I didn't think that match would be as popular as it is, I guess. Other matches that have fans buzzing include Mercedes versus Saraya, TBS Championship, and Jericho and Cassidy FTW Championship. All right, so now we can see the predictions for the event as the wrestling spectator, not observer, is the one telling us. So here it is. Janet Hicks has her predictions. So she predicts MJF will win the title. She predicts Mercedes Moné retains. Perry wins the title. Young Bucks retain. Mariah May wins via interference DQ. She thinks 90% of it. Chris Jericho will win over Orange Cassidy. She thinks Ospreay will retain. And then pretty much just says, let's see how those predictions will hold. So I'm excited. Let's see what happens here. Now we get to pick how we want every match to end, guys. So, of course, we're having Ospreay win. And Brody King suffered an injury. So we do have an injury revenge feud that now opens up between them when King comes back, which will work for us. Sadly, I thought Ospreay would help King get over. Instead, he injured him. Next up, we have Jericho versus Cassidy in a grudge match. And we are going to have Jericho win. So there's a feud now. And that's it for there. Next, backstage, Toni Storm with her interview. And tells the interviewer to get lost. Works for me. So we are going to actually do the added finish interference DQ. Where Mariah May will win. That was exactly what I was thinking anyways, is having Toni Storm kind of help Mariah May win. And it actually works perfect because she's here. We know she's here. No more injuries so far. Got to keep checking for those. Next up, you already know the Young Bucks are going to retain. It had to happen. Still no injuries. What's this? Oh, nothing too big. And our prestige is kind of going up. Sorry, I'm keeping an eye on a lot of stuff right now, guys. Next up, we have Darby versus Jack Perry. And I do want Jack Perry to be the next TNT champion. I think he should be in real life. So, of course, we're going to have him win. Then we're going to continue there. Next up, we have Mercedes versus Saraya. Like I said already, Mercedes will win this. And then in this, we're actually going to have Athena standing over. So it says Mercedes was going to leave after her match. Then Athena attacks her from behind. And after that, she just exited the ring. Now for the main event of the evening, we are having Swerve retain over MJF, but the feud's going to keep going. Actually, that might be best to add a finish then. And we'll do... kind of like the idea of a double pin to win. Or no, you know what? Count out. I like the idea of a count out with MJF going over. That way, Swerve is still our champion, but MJF can say that he won and get another match in the future. So now we can continue there. And that will be it for this show. Perfect. Oh, here we go. Oh, so now we can see what else happened. So WWE released Kale Dixon. Money in the Bank happened this weekend as well. Some of the show fans said it was the best show of the year so far. John Cena showed up and won the undisputed WWE title. Did not know he was actively competing and going against Cody Rhodes. JD McDonough, Roman Reigns, and Randy Orton put on an all-time classic in the ring in the Money in the Bank. What? Roman's now in the Money in the Bank match? Finn and The Rock? Oh my goodness. Guys, when I said we might win the show and make AEW more popular than WWE, I didn't realize everyone's in their prime. I didn't know John Cena and The Rock was going to show up to every pay-per-view. So Kofi was in the Money in the Bank. Ray versus AJ, that's a pretty good match. Okay, so Blood and Guts did deliver. Oh, we're already getting considered for year-end rewards. That's good. Brody's out for 6 months. That's not good. I wanted Brody King to get pushed to the moon. Okay. So Blood and Guts, Young Bucks Lucha was definitely a good match. Darby and Jack was a great match. Oh, Monet and Saraya had a great match. Stardom did great. Love that for them. Sakura Genesis. Awesome. And Tiger Mask gets ribbed. Oh. So we'll continue from there. And we're now in AEW Dynamite. There's 2 shows still all in. I chose to just do 2 shows before each pay-per-view, just so we can kind of go a little bit quicker through the years. So just kind of looking now if there's anything else major we need to talk about before. We do have some notifications. Okay, so Adam Copeland's injury was from 6 to 10 months. It's now 4 to 6. It's not as bad as thought. Tay Mello's injury has been reevaluated from 6 to 10 to 3 to 5, so that's great. And Brody King has a broken hand and is out for 6 to 10 months. Now, with a broken hand, I'm not saying he can't still fight, but he could still fight. But I understand. He's out. That's fine. And with that being said, guys, that's going to do it for us here today. Like I said, if you liked it and you want to see us keep moving on to All In, make sure to leave a like and comment below and tell me how much you enjoyed it so that I know to keep up doing this game.